Hello everyone, welcome back to Nigerian View. So guys, let's talk about this confraternity clash between Black Ass and Supreme Vikings confraternity in Anambra State, and in this video we are going to be taking a look at the event that happened in two cities. The first city that we are going to talk about is the city of Awka, because a couple of people were brought down within last week. And we are also going to take a look at what happened in Ogidi, as a young man was also brought down within last week. And this confraternity clash have affected a traditional burial ceremony. I will tell you guys the reason the confraternity clash, or rather the action that happened during the bringing down of someone, affected the burial ceremony. But before I get into this video, I quickly want to remind you guys that the confraternity clash that is going on between Black Ass and Supreme Area confraternity in the southwest, the Wild West, is still very active. As there is war in Ibadan, right there in Osun State, there is another war between these two groups in Ijoko, right there in Ogun State, and the war between these two groups in Lagos has become something else. It is not just a confraternity war as it stands now. The war between these two groups in Lagos has become a gang war, and we are going to be discussing this in subsequent video. The reason I am telling you guys now is because if you want to travel to Southwest and you are a member of either of these two groups, I will advise you to put call, make inquiries before you leave your home to come to Southwest. So with that out of the way, let's dive into today's video. So for the NV family members that has been on this platform for at least about 3 years, you will know that the cold war between these two groups in Awka, right there in Anambra State, became very intense because of what happened in the year 2021. I really don't want to go into the details of what happened, but for those that has been following this platform, you will know that there was a heavy war between these two groups in 2021. So a lot has happened since then, and it is not like the town has been very peaceful. The war has been going on. It is just that these young men go on and off, and the day that someone just eats and the person has filled his belly, the person can just pick a tool and start this confraternity war again. So according to what happened, the Vikings confraternity in that particular Awka is said to have had a new leader, a number one man. And this young man that became the leader of Vikings in that particular region is not very happy with members of Black Ass because of what has happened in the past. Mind you, the confraternity war is still very active because there was no peace talk between these two groups. So the Vikings leader decided to start pulling heat because of what happened in the past, and they have said to have went for a very popular Black Ass member. On getting to the location, the Black Ass member have left, but they found 3 young men who are also said to be members of Black Ass. They fired at the 3 young men. It is said that 2 of the young men went down, and 1 of the young men was able to escape with bullet wounds after the Vikings members fired at him. Boom, boom, boom. Now, one of the young men that was brought down that very day is popularly known as Unch. The young man is said to be a member of Black Ass, like I just explained, and his real name is said to be Uche, but a lot of people called him Och. Now, after this young man was brought down, the Vikings members did not stop there. They went ahead to pull a hit on another young man who is also said to be a member of Black Ass, but this time, the young man that they pulled a hit on is the child of the king. They said the young man is the son of an Igwe, and when they brought this young man down, they removed the head and they removed the private part, the brick. And the Vikings members were not satisfied. After that happened, the hit squad went ahead to pull a hit on another young man who is also said to be a member of Black Ass. The young man is popularly known as Stone, and they pulled a hit on the young man and they brought the young man down. Everything that I have been explaining happened last week. So after this event had happened, it was time for the family members to lay their loved ones to rest. And it is said that the family of Igwe could not bury their son. And the reason for this is because the young man's head was missing and his private part was also missing. They said it is against the tradition. So they have asked the members of Vikings to return the head and the prick so that they will be able to lay the young man to rest. However, the Vikings members refused to return the body parts of the young man, and what had happened is that the DSS is now involved. They are looking for the members of Vikings that pulled the hit so that they would be able to arrest the young man and also retrieve the head and the private part. And right now as I speak, the confraternity war is still very active, as it is said that members of Black Ass in that very town are very angry because of what happened, and the members of Vikings are looking to bring down more people. So this is the current situation in that particular city. Now let's talk about what is going on in the city of Ogidi. So that same last week, the members of Black Ass had brought down a young man who is said to be a popular member of Vikings. And the reason they brought this young man down is nothing other than these two groups are just having a serious beef for each other in that particular region of Nigeria. The city of Oka, the city of Ogidi, and also Obosi. These neighboring cities, the people that are members of Black Ass and the people that are members of Vikings don't like each other at all. And we are talking about brothers. Majority of these people are even related. So this is what is currently going on in these particular cities in Anambra State. There is a war going on in Oka. There is a war going on in Ogidi. There is also a war going on in Obosi. So if you are going to these communities in Anambra State, I will advise you to make sure you take care. I mean, take extreme care of the way you walk and also the people you talk to. Anyway, you are watching Nigerian View.